What is good, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back. It is time for a brand new transfer talk video, and I got some decent things to give you today, people. Got some decent things, and I've also got a pair of socks, because everyone gets that pair of socks in amongst decent gifts, but it is what it is. And we're gonna get into this straight away because I feel like maybe today, maybe tomorrow at latest, Leeds United should be announcing Gabriel Goodmanson, as Leeds United have finally agreed a £10 million deal, which is around 12 million euros, for Lille Swedish international left back Gabriel Goodmanson. The 26-year-old is set to become Leeds United's fourth arrival of the summer. Good to get this one, finally agreed. This one feels again like it's been dragging on for a while, so I guess it's kind of taking the sting out of it. Listen, we will still need another left back, and I'm going to get into that in just a moment. But yeah, good to get another one over the line, which seemingly this one is. I guess it will just be the medical possibly to do, and then we'll get this one announced. And like I say, I think that maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We shall see, because it could be another 3 days. Who knows? But this one has finally come to a conclusion at this point, and it looks like we have got one of our left backs in. We will still need another left back. And I thought this one was very interesting. Someone we've spoken about previously, but Hadji Diouf, the young left back from Senegal, who has been linked with a move away. He's actually now not banished from training, but the manager is holding him out from training as they expect him to leave. And as according to the press, it's between us and West Ham. Now, if we are to get him, and here's the basis of the deal: Slavia Prague are looking for an initial base fee of 17.25 million, with the deal going up to 22. So it's an interesting one, isn't it? If we are in for Hadji Diouf as well, because then that would be your two left backs sorted. But would that then mean that we're signing this guy to be the number one, or is it just like genuine competition, which I do think we need in multiple positions? We cannot have one person per position anymore. It just doesn't work in football. No matter who it is, you need somebody to push you. But it's a big outlay for someone who wouldn't be your starter, or maybe they see him as someone for the future and, bend him in gently, and then, he takes over the reins. Who knows? But 17.25 million, that's the thing that's making me go, it doesn't align with what we've done so far. And I do still think that we're going cheap in certain areas in order to go big as, maybe for an attacking midfield / striker and goalkeeper as well, as we've been mentioning previously. I do wonder, is this another area where they see him as an absolute gem and can possibly double their money in a couple of years if all goes well with the trajectory of this player? So it's going to be one to look out for. We haven't been ruled out. I've been looking at reports, and it still says West Ham and Leeds are battling for this player. Is that to entice West Ham to bid even more? Maybe, but it's one to look out for. But if we were to get him, that would then be your left back sorted. But then it gives me the question of, where's Alex Moreno? Where's that link gone? Because we were seemingly in for him, which for around £5 million aligns with much more with what we've done so far, and as well with the experience that Alex Moreno has got as well. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll keep an eye on this one. But yeah, that's the latest reports when it comes to Diouf. Lucas Perri, according to L'Equipe out in France, is expected to make a 23 million euro move to the Premier League in the coming days. Now, we've been heavily linked with him. Is that to us? Who knows? But that is the latest reports from France, that Lucas Perri is Premier League bound, or has Vanja Milinković-Savić become our number one target. Again, another one we'll keep an eye on, but that is the latest in regards to Lucas Perri. Now, Florian Plettenberg has given us an update on Anton Stach. Leeds have made contact to sign Anton Stach. There is no official offer yet to Hoffenheim. The 26-year-old central midfielder is under contract there until 2027. A deal is possible. So yeah, here we are. We've gone from monitoring FC, interested in FC, to contact made FC. We seem to be doing that a lot. But yeah, Anton Stach, it seems that Plettenberg is saying that the door is open for him to leave the club to join Leeds United. Is that now? Are we being used for German clubs to then make their bid? I don't know. But we are going to need another midfielder in this type, and how we're building the team, it seems we're going to be very difficult to beat. If we get beat, it's going to be a hard day for a Premier League team to get them past us, it seems. And he fits that mold. It's going to be imperative that we sign another central midfielder, because it does seem like Daniel Farke is going to stick with the two, just going by latest reports. So this is one that they're going to need to get done. in my opinion, or someone of this ilk in terms of another ball-winning midfielder. So we'll keep an eye on this one. We'll see when we actually do put in an official offer. Move it on to we've made an inquiry. Deal is possible. FC. We shall see in terms of Anton Stach. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the next one. And guys, I don't know if you know, but Superman's out soon, man. And I love the Superman movies, more so the Christopher Reeve one. Those are my favorites. I'm always going to enjoy those. I wonder if the new Superman's going to be as good as the old ones. Again, it's another one where we'll have to wait and see. I don't know if I'm going to see it at the cinema. I may wait for it on streaming. I Know What You Did Last Summer, a remake. I'm looking forward to that in a couple of weeks. I'll be going to the cinema to watch that one. Love that movie. Yeah. But David Ornstein dropped this one last night. Leeds are pushing to sign Sean Longstaff from Newcastle. Third offer of 12 million plus 2 million yet to receive reply, but close to the limit before Leeds pursue other targets. Personal terms in place. 27-year-old wants Newcastle to earn rather than go free next summer. Yeah, I'm not going to spend too long on this one. I see everyone now trying to rewrite because this is going to happen. I've come to the acceptance stage of this one happening. The only thing I see this as is Gruev has to leave. It doesn't make any sense if we're still going to just play two in midfield and Gruev stays. I think Gruev will be leaving this summer. And for me, this guy, especially if Stach comes, let me just say this: if we don't get another midfielder and Longstaff, then this conversation is very different. But from what I'm seeing, from how we're trying to build this team, we're just going to try and be this very, very difficult team to beat. And he'll probably come on and say in the last 20 minutes and be the heat map merchant that he is, run around a bit, make himself look busy, and try and get Leeds the ball back to the better players in the team. That's how it looks to me. Yeah, and there's nothing else to say. I see people trying to rewrite what he is. Don't do that to me. Don't try and insult my intelligence by saying he's good with the ball. He's not good with the ball. Okay, he's not a technical player. He's a heat map merchant. That's what he is. And look, a lot of teams, especially when you're down the bottom, will need that kind of player. So yeah, maybe we get him, and then on our way up, we can do what Newcastle have done and, dispose of him in a couple of years. But yeah, this one's happening, it seems. We haven't received a response as I do this video, but I think this will happen. So yeah, there we are. Sean Longstaff coming in, but hopefully it's not at the expense of a Stach or even a Harmer further forward. I just hope that's not the case, but we shall see. Okay. A little bit of signing news. Not going to go into this one. This is for the academy, but Fabrizio confirmed that Jadon Leinau, shall we say, will join Leeds United for a package under 500,000 from Man City, and he'll link up with the Leeds under 21s. And just another one that we was briefly linked to. I don't know. I did say at the time this link was very, very wonky, to say the least. But Real Madrid won't listen to loan or permanent deals for Gonzalo Garcia. He's expected to stay at the club at this stage, with Xabi Alonso very happy. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think this was possible anyway. He's been, absolutely killing it in the Club World Cup. But yeah, we can shut that one down as of today. And just the last one for me, Mathias Kvistgaarden, a big thing in his transfer to Norwich City. He is going now. He's undergoing a medical. It's going to be a £6.9 million deal, including the sell-on clause. And the reason it's so cheap, because it was supposed that he was supposed to go for, like this person said, north of 11 million. The reporter says Norwich discovered a release clause in his contract that no other club knew about. Quite the coup, and quite the embarrassment for the other clubs like Celtic and other clubs who have been negotiating with Brøndby. Unbelievable stuff. But yeah, listen, if he does well, I'm sure I'll hear nothing of it. But if he does badly, I'm sure everybody who's been watching these videos will tell me, hey, he was rubbish at Norwich. Always the way. But listen, people, just going to end it there. Thanks for the support and all that stuff. Like the video before you go. Drop your thoughts in the comments. No lies. Just be truthful. Don't try and dress things up just because Leeds are signing a certain player. Don't try and give him attributes he doesn't have. That's what I don't want to see. That's what I don't care about. All right. But listen, people, we'll be back at some point because Gabriel Goodmanson is on his way. Till then, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.